So it's the end of the year, and we're all getting ready to release what we think is our game of the year. And Bethesda Softworks decided to release Rogue Warrior for the PC and 360. And let me tell you, this game not only excels at being bad, but it is miles ahead of the competition in terms of shoddy craftsmanship and presentation. Really bad. But let's take a look-see, alright? Please, join in my pain.
Dick Marchenko, Navy SEAL. One thing you gotta know, he doesn't fuck around. You can tell because every other word out of his mouth is an expletive.
It's a total goat fuck. Goddamn KP.
You control Dick, the self-named rogue warrior, as you battle through 3 to 4 hours of mindless hallway crawling levels filled with the same guards you saw not a minute ago in what looks like the exact same location. One of the chief reasons why Rogue Warrior comes across so bad is that it really just takes itself way too seriously. It constantly seems to want to come across as one of those games that's so bad it's good, but in reality the game is so bad it's nearly unplayable. I could forgive the fact that all the areas more or less look and feel the same if I wasn't constantly glitching in and out of cover. I could even understand the emphasis on stealth, if only the enemies actually looked in your general direction. Watch this. This guy is looking at a wall. There's a long hallway behind him, draped in rain and mediocre lighting effects. Did it never occur to him to glance over his shoulder just once? All of the enemies are just like this. Getting stealth kills in this game is a joke. Basically, whenever you're up close and personal with an enemy, you can press A and you'll automatically kill him. If you like knives and necks and combining the two at high speeds, you're definitely going to like the instant melee kills. You're invincible whenever you do this though, so you can ambush an entire group of enemies while everybody just looks on. It's definitely a weird design choice, but hilarious to do over and over again throughout the game, making it very easy. If you couldn't already tell, Rogue Warrior looks like it was either an early 360 prototype game, or like somebody was trying to max out the PS2 hardware. Marchenko's character model is the best in the game, which really isn't saying much, but it expresses some sort of emotion in the brief cutscenes we see him in. Between the horrid textures, blocky environments, and character models, this game is gunning for being the front runner and ruining your retinas. Maybe it looks a bit crisper on a PC, but on the 360 the entire game looks like an eyesore. The audio department sounds like they put in the same amount of effort as well. Though Mickey Rourke's hammy, cuss-filled voice work sounds just a little bit inspired, you won't find much else here to praise, aside from the ridiculously out-of-place rap music that plays during the endgame credits.
You morons will love this.
When this started playing, I had no words. As I rewatch this now, I still have no words at all. I personally had most of my gameplay issues center around the targeting and overall fluidity of the aiming. There are options to change the sensitivity of both the X and Y axis controls, but they did me no good. I was constantly overshooting my targets and took more time than necessary lining up shots, and I still finished the game in 3 hours. The game does have a bright spot though. The multiplayer only contains deathmatch and team deathmatch. At least the developer narrowed down your choices of how best to destroy your online expectations. Of special note is just how much of a ghost town the online game seems. Having tried out a few matches, I can see why. The same problems from the single player plague the multiplayer. It's just you're lamenting it all with friends instead of crying by yourself, but then again, misery loves company.
The only thing that this game really deserves is a slow, painful death. If anything, give this game to your enemies. Rogue Warrior gets a 3 out of 10.
Rock and roll, motherfuckers, rock and roll.